Brandon Raw Dog Royval over Brandon Moreno in the main event in Mexico City. He gets it done by split decision over 25 hard minutes. A lot of scorecards going in a lot of different directions, especially when it comes to round by round. But Kenny, your thoughts on what was a pretty fantastic main event in Mexico City, all things considered?
Yeah, it was a close fight, man. I thought it pretty much delivered and went in a way that I thought it would for the most part. It was certainly close, especially some of those rounds. I think what happened was Royval at a certain point just was pumping out a little bit more volume, and he was able to get Moreno out of his rhythm a little bit. To me, I saw a regression in Moreno's game. I think the last few fights or so, I've seen that a little bit. And Royval just seemed to kind of get better. He seemed to build on his confidence a little bit more, especially in regards to those kicks. Moreno kept running into kicks, and it seemed like every time he was moving forward, he didn't exactly have a very specific plan of how he was going to go in, enter, hit those takedowns, or land those shots, get in and get out without taking damage. And Royval just kept staying busy. I think that having that last fight be a 5-rounder certainly helped them to gain that confidence. I think going 5 rounds for the first time at a high level is kind of a question mark before you do that. After you do that, you're like, okay, I know I can do this. And yeah, I think he just stayed busy enough to probably get it done. I don't think Moreno was bad by any means. He had a very tough opponent in front of him, but I did see a little bit of a regression in regards to footwork and his ability to kind of finish some of that control on the ground when he was able to get there.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment to be sure. And there's a lot to sort of digest on the back end of this result because Alexandre Pantoja is the champion. He has legitimate history with both of these combatants, and it seems like he wants to defend his title at UFC 301 on May 4th in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. So last year at UFC 296, Brandon Royval challenged Alexandre Pantoja, and the fight did not go particularly well for Brandon Royval. So the fan appetite right now, Kenny, doesn't seem to be robust for an immediate rematch between Pantoja and Royval, even if Royval, on the strength of this win over the former champion, deserves consideration. Yeah. There are other names we could bandy about. Amir Albazi has a winning streak, but he's coming off of neck surgery. He's not going to be ready by May 4th. Manel Kape missed weight recently for a fight that didn't happen. Kai Kara-France, at least on paper, has lost 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Kyoji Horiguchi is a name that people are throwing out there. He's not even a UFC fighter right now, Ken Flo. So what is your best guess as to promotionally what they do if indeed Pantoja wants to defend this belt on May 4th in his native Rio de Janeiro?
Well, they might just be in a holding pattern to kind of wait how things play out, right? But I don't know. Right now, based on all those names, listen, Royval would be the only guy available and I think worthy of getting that next title shot. I think it's hard for a promotion to rely on someone who's not making weight and certainly on a losing streak. It's going to have to be someone who has won their last fight, who was looking good and has shown that they are elite. And Royval did just that against an excellent fighter in Moreno. So as of right now, if I'm the promotion looking at who would be that next guy, I think there's only one choice right now.